everybody, my name is Bobby Kovac and I am Gecko Cove. Wanted to take an opportunity to show you guys some of the geckos I'm working with right now. In my last video, I showed you all my geckos, kind of hand modeled them for you. And today I wanted to show you my 3 breeding pairs that are all brand new breeders. Show you their tub setups. I am keeping them in tubs currently. Eventually I'll work on getting them some PVC enclosures, but they are not cheap. So this is what I'm working with right now, and I've invested more into the geckos than the enclosures. But they have everything they need. Don't worry, I'll show you that in just a second. And yeah, just want to kind of show you the pairings that I've got going on for the 2023 season. It's going to be a little bit slower since all the geckos that I'm about to show you have not produced in the past, and so they're all virgins, which I've heard takes a little bit longer. So come along on this journey with me, and let's jump into this hobby. All right, so this is my current setup. Not huge. I am definitely focusing on quality over quantity right now. And these top 3 tubs, the largest tubs up here, all hold my adult breeding gargoyle geckos. Well, hope to be breeding soon. So in every enclosure, I've got a substrate mixture of coconut husk mixed with jungle, what is it called? It's some jungle mix, but a reptile dirt. It holds the humidity in beautifully. I live in the Midwest, and so it gets dry pretty quickly in the winter here. All 3 have a rubber water bowl, so they all have water that I change out pretty much every day, if not every other day. They all have a ton of cork bark and fake plants, and so I'll go one by one just to show you which geckos I'm working with and hopefully get you guys excited like I am to start producing some eggs. So let's start with this enclosure here. You can see my first girl, Eve, and she is fired down. She is beautiful. She was my not my first, but my second gecko. And she is purple. I mean, you can see when she's fired up, she is bright red. You probably saw that in the last video, but she's a sweetheart. She's super chill and handleable. Nice 6 stripe, you can see that. And really excited to have her produce. Let's find the male real quick. All right, as you can see in here, the substrate, I've actually, in all of them, built up the substrate in one corner. And since these are see-through tubs, one thing I saw in another YouTube video is as you pull them out, I don't have to disturb everything, because most of the time, and again, I'm new at this, so correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but what's nice is that they tend to bury all the way at the bottom. So if you give them about 4 or 5 inches of substrate in one corner, they'll tend to go there. But I can see the entire bottom because it's a clear tub. And so all I have to do is lift up the tub. If I see any disturbance or a hint of an egg, I can start digging then. But this way I don't have to go and dig through everything all the time and disturb the geckos. Let's find the male, Praline. Now, fun story while I'm trying to find him. That's actually where my wife and I had our honeymoon. So I've named most of the geckos after the islands around the world. And that's in the Seychelles. So I have a gecko named Seychelles. Where is he? We'll find him. But that was the hotel that we stayed at. Oh, here he is. Okay. So he's in the cork tube. I'm not going to go and dig him out. You guys have seen my other video. If you haven't, go back and check my other video to see him. He is a stunning, you can see right there, 6 stripe gargoyle gecko. Let's see if I can kind of peel that back. Yep. All right, and if I can get his bright red, almost glowing lava color on her red base, oof, those babies are gonna be sweet. All right, so that's my first group. Second group, this is going to be Rockjaw, which is one of the geckos that I named originally and is not named after an island, but if you have kids, you probably recognize the name. He's the villain from Gujitsu. It's a TV show for kids that they get addicted to and they love it. So basically Stretch Armstrong with animals. In here, let's see if I can find, yep. So this is my male. Oh, actually, this is not Rockjaws. I'm wrong. Look at that. All right. So this is my newest male. And he is a nice red stripe, red base. He is fired down right now. He gets a really nice deep red. Not as red as Eve, but really like him. And he's gonna be paired, if I can find her. Let's see. All right, we're back. So this is Seychelles. She is my largest female, and she is from Northern Gecko. She's a gorgeous group 3 girl, and as you can see with these two, lots of hiding space, but I'm hoping to produce some really nice red stripes out of these two. What I like to do in a lot of these enclosures, if you haven't noticed, is just give them lots of cork to climb, because, you know, gargoyles, unlike crested geckos, really don't do well sticking to the sides of the enclosure. So I want them to feel secure, but also with the breeding pair, I want them to have different areas to escape. So far, I've had no problems with aggression, and I'm really happy with that. I always have 2 different food bowls. So you can see one on that side, one on this side. That way there's no fighting over food as well. But yeah, so this is my second group. Let's move on to group 3. So this one has Rockjaw. All right, this is my orange group. So let me go find them. And you can see lots of foliage, not foliage. Sorry, Tikis, had to say it. But yeah, let's see if we can find either gecko. Someone's gonna be in this big cork tube. Look at that, there we go. There's my girl. So that right there is Hawaii. She was my very first girl. She does have a regenerated tail, like I said in the last video. She actually got it stuck in this cork right here that she's in right now. She got it stuck right in there. So, I'm not saying be careful with the cork you have, but I guess be careful. Oh, look who she's hanging out with. There's Rockjaw. So, the lighting's not great, guys. I know that. Oh, the cork's falling off. But this is Rockjaw. Even in this poor light, it's a little more yellow. You can see the orange, beautiful stripe. Now he is, can you focus here, camera? He is, I believe, gonna be a phantom eye. Both of his parents were. His eyes are darker, it's hard to tell in this light, than all my other geckos. And so I can see him starting to turn. He's about 2 years old. He's over 2 years old now, almost 3. So yeah, that should start coming in at any time. But yeah, they obviously don't mind each other if they're hanging out in the same cork tube. But yeah. So that was all my breeders and their setups right now. Hopefully you enjoyed seeing that. I know the production quality isn't fantastic, but I just want to start making these and getting them out to you guys. If you like that, please let me know that you're enjoying this. I'm just kind of talking off the cuff. There's no script. But when I was starting this and just picking up my very first gecko, thinking about breeding it, I want to make content that basically I was looking for back then. There's a lot of great big breeders that I refer to a little bit later on when I start making videos and give credit to. From making tubs to how to feed roaches to your geckos, get them to eat those, things like that. But, there's some questions that I still had. There's not a ton of information on gargoyles out there. There's a lot of information on crested geckos, and there's some slight differences that I've noticed over the last few years working with these guys. I have had crested geckos, I've had lychees, and I haven't had any ceras yet. I've bred Urodactyloides. I had those for about 1 season breeding those, but I had a lot of babies, so a lot of success there. And just excited to really hone in on the gargoyles. They are my favorite right now, and I'm diving in head first. So Got a lot of babies coming soon once the weather clears up. So I'll be doing some more unboxing. So check those out. I will be posting here on YouTube, but also on Facebook and Instagram. That's where you're gonna find me at Gecko Cove. So check me out, leave a comment, let me know what you think. And if you wanna see certain content, just put a comment down there and let me know, and I'll do my best. See you guys later, bye.